We're live. Kinda hungry. Oh my god, I gotta do this all over again. Guess what I pulled up with again? Just guess. I got my iPad again. I am so bougie now. I always get nervous when I start filming. I filmed like 50 videos already. Why am I getting nervous again? What is up, you guys? What's poppin'? I am back. We are back. Not really we, because there's another video of me being alone. But for today's video, I am bringing to you my study abroad experience and some tips. Before I jump into this video, I wanted to let you guys know that we are still in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. We're still running it. Links in the description. Another issue that we have at hand is the Lebanon crisis, the explosion that happened yesterday, and it was really sad. All my deepest condolences go out to those who have lost family members or people that they've loved, loved ones in this explosion. I can't believe that more things are hitting us like this in 2020. Can't wait for the year to end because this year has been such a shitty year. I will be leaving links in the description where you can donate to Lebanon. Honestly, those people are going through it right now. I feel really, really bad for them. But yeah, just educate yourself on what's going on in the world. Hope TikTok doesn't get banned because there are much more valuable things that should be taken care of right now. But you know how that goes with current administration. Anyway, so let's get on into this video. So I kind of compiled a list of questions myself. I want to tell you my experience. So it's kind of like a story time as well as giving you some tips and tricks. Now I promise this is not going to be as long as my last video. Not the last video on this channel, but my last video because I went a little too ham. But I do want to get as much as I possibly can in this amount of time. So here we go. Let's start with how did I pay for study abroad? I am not going to lie to you. Let's be straight up and honest. It is so damn expensive. Like when I tell you, I was watching this girl's YouTube video. She had to pay $18,000 for a semester abroad. Go to your financial aid office and work that shit out because you can get scholarships for this. You could probably use your FAFSA for the abroad expenses as well. Obviously, only when it comes to classes, and if FAFSA cover any room and board for you. You can use some of your FAFSA for classes. Of course, if you're lucky enough. Some people are not lucky enough because they already passed a certain amount of credits or their 4 years are already covered and whatnot. And that's if you studied abroad a little bit later. If you studied abroad a little bit earlier within your college career, like freshman, sophomore, perhaps even junior year, then you'd be able to use your FAFSA more likely than not. Take out loans. Honestly, I hate saying that. But take out loans because I am telling you, I spent myself $1,000 and I only went for one summer, for a month. I went for 30 days because if you stay a day over 30, you need a visa, and I was not about to get a visa. That whole thing was such a long process. Now, do I wish I did? Absolutely. I wish I stayed there for 6 months. I now, lived and learned, but we'll get into that later. I'm just telling you, if you could take out a loan, take it out. If your parents have any money they can spare for you, just accept it happily and tell them that you will give them the money once you're rich or something and actually do it, or do work for them or do something. Pick up as many odd jobs as you can. I know there are some teaching websites online. There are some video editing things that like odd jobs that you can do. I don't want to be that bitch, but like $1,000 a month honestly is very common to spend when you're abroad. If you want to live that, like, obviously you can budget. Now, I think that if I budgeted way better, I for sure would have not spent as much money as I did. Like, I mean, for me, $1,000 is a lot of money for 1 month. That's insane. Going into it, like the program itself costed a lot of money, but I was kind of lucky because I did have a scholarship under my belt. Other than that, my parents had to help me out. I worked my booty off before going to study abroad, so I saved up money myself so I can spend it over there, and it was so, I am telling you, I'm gonna be that bitch throughout the entire video. So is Mariette, because Mariette's video does coincide with this video this week. We both studied abroad. We both have very different study abroad experiences. I studied abroad only for a month and she studied abroad for way longer, which I wish I did. Now with my experience, yes, I did spend 1K, like wholeheartedly. I'm telling y'all, make money for this because it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Everything. This is just, it was the best It was the best time of my life. I'm gonna get to my experience in a little bit because I gotta tell y'all little tips and tricks. I want you guys to have the best time of your life. You're gonna conquer your life through this channel. You're gonna conquer your life while we're conquering our lives through this channel, okay? So we're gonna share. We're gonna learn you something. Oh my God. Okay, how long did I stay for? Like I said, I stayed for a month. Where did you go? Where did I go? Where did I go? I went to London. I'm going back in a year and a half. Stay tuned. What was the living situation like? Again, all these questions I asked myself because anyway, I had my own dorm. It was about a 10 to 15 minute walk from my university. I went to London South Bank University. It was like a 40-minute walk from the London Eye, Westminster Abbey, all that good stuff, like downtown area and whatever. I would obviously more take the tube than walk, but some days when I really felt like walking, I would just walk and I wouldn't care and I would walk with all the friends that I made. But I stayed a good distance from my school. It was only 10 to 15 minutes away. Like I said, I can, you know, grab a coffee in the morning if I wanted to, if I woke up early enough. And I stayed in a dorm with 4 other people. It was 5 people in total, 2 bathrooms, 1 with a shower, 1 without a shower, just the toilet. Then we had a kitchen, and inside of the kitchen there was a little area to sit with 4 chairs. It was very tiny. My room was very tiny, but you barely spend any time in there anyway, and I made it a little homey. I didn't bring any decorations. Okay, I made the apartment video, what to bring to your apartment and stuff like that video before this one, like before Mariette's. It was mine. Don't bring decorations. When you live in a dorm in your school, yeah, bring decorations and make it as homey as possible. In my study abroad, I mean, at least for me, I wouldn't want to bring all that. If you wanted to bring like a tapestry or something that you can use to go to the beach and stuff, you want to hang it up, then do that. If you want to put like little things up, fine, but I'm telling you, y'all are not going to stay in that room. You're not. And if you do, what are you doing? What are you doing? Even if you have to do work and stuff, I didn't even stay in my room. I would go outside and I would do work in the park and stuff like that. Did you know anybody going into it? I had absolutely no idea who anybody. I was like, who? What? And I was living on my own. My mom unfortunately couldn't go with me for crazy circumstances, but she was planning on hopping on that plane and taking me over there to London and staying with me for, you know, a good amount of time and then coming back. But you know, some crazy shit happened and I went by myself completely, like going on the plane by myself, doing all this. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when that day comes, you're gonna be shitting your pants. You're gonna be pooping yourself. I wanna be straight up and honest with you guys. It's one step at a time. You gotta put one foot in front of the other. That's what my dad said. Conquer it. And I learned so much about myself while I studied abroad. I became the most confident version of myself when I was abroad, because never in my life have I spent that much time alone. Again, like I said, I didn't know anybody going into it. Now, did I make a squad? Yes, I made a squad. Do I still talk to them to this day? Yes, I still talk to them to this day. Y'all know who you are. We conquered the world together and it was so much fun, went out and all of this. But at the same time, you know, y'all are not obligated to stay, you know, like this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I had so much time to myself. I wanted to go to, you know, music festivals, and I wanted to go to different areas that, you know, not necessarily they wanted to go to, which was completely fine. But then we did go on little trips together. Like I went to York with my roommate and my neighbor. It was such a cute little town. It was only a day trip, stuff like that. The thing is, I am really, really blessed, and my mom saves up her money to take me to Europe basically every year since I was 15, except this year because of the coronavirus. Basically every year since I was 15, I've gone on a trip to Europe, whether that be from me saving up my own money, taking myself there, or my mother, my wonderful mother, I love you mama, saving up her money to take me there to make me experience culture and just enrich myself. And but I didn't really take that many weekend trips like to other places. I just stayed within England, and honestly it was so worth it. I know I'm gonna be back, and I know I'm going to have so many opportunities to go to different countries, stuff like that. I went to a couple of music festivals. I saw Kali Uchis live, Childish Gambino live, Anderson .Paak. I saw Nerd live. I saw SZA live. Who else? I saw Vince Staples. I saw Skepta. I saw Post Malone. I saw J. Cole. Oh, I went to 2 out of the 3 festivals alone by myself. I took an hour train there, met a whole bunch of people that literally met people on the train there. They liked me, we clicked, and we like stayed kind of near each other throughout almost the entire festival. While I was waiting for my artist to get on stage, I met even more people, exchanged information, talked, had fun, laughed, made memories together. I'm like, I don't even know these people. So when I tell you, you will have a lot of time to yourself, I think it's really important. You gotta get to know yourself. Do you know how much balls it took? Like in hindsight, when I look at my experience, I'm like, damn, it took a lot of guts to just travel alone and do all of this alone. And I don't want to throw, especially because I'm a woman, but I'm gonna throw it out there because everybody should know, like when you're a girl, you take many precautions. Perhaps males think differently, and I know some males are gonna think differently, and that's fine. Like maybe you do take more precautions than I do, but I am very cautious and I'm very observant, and I look around, I'm like, ooh, that seems like bad. Don't follow the bad, you know? If you feel negative vibes and weird energy in a certain scenario, then get yourself out of it. Don't just stay in there. As a female, I definitely take my own precautions, and you know, I try not to walk alone at night all the time and stuff like that. So when I would go to my festivals, I would come back and it'd be nighttime, but I'd have one of my guy friends either be at the bar right next to the tube station or meet me at the tube station, and we'd walk together back home. My friends are incredible. I'm telling you, these people were always there for me. I try to always be there for them. Like, you're gonna make memories with these people that will be in your mind forever and ever and always until you die, probably past that. At least for me, I was lucky enough to attract these incredible people, and I'm pretty sure you will too. So for weekend trips, I really just stayed within England. I went to several different cities. I don't remember where exactly I was. Wintersbury? I went to Gunnersbury Park. I went to the Kew Gardens. Oh, beautiful. I went to the Regent's Park. I went to a Trump rally. It was quite funny. It was a great time. I had to go there for one of my classes, and I did a couple of interviews with some people that were, you know, holding up signs and protesting why the F is Trump here. But anyway, now when it comes to the workload, I feel like a lot of people have questions about the workload when you study abroad. At least my teachers, they were super chill. They were like, listen, we get it. You are here and you're only here one time. Now me, I'm not gonna only be there one time, but that specific experience, LSBU, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to London South Bank University. I was there for that one time in your life. Okay, you're never gonna get that time back. So they're not stupid, and at least for me, they told me, they're like, listen, we understand you guys are gonna want to go travel and do everything. Now, I'm not gonna tell you that this is a piece of cake, like you're not gonna, because we did work, trust me. But it wasn't as many assignments. It wasn't like a lot of little assignments that you just have to do for grades. It's bigger assignments. So all my projects weighed a lot for my grades. So that's kind of what you have to focus on. You gotta learn time management, because if you wanna go out and you wanna experience all the culture you can, which you should, that's why you're studying abroad in the first place, you gotta time yourself well. Now, 4 weeks was too short. 30 days was way too short. If I were you guys, I would definitely invest in going for a semester. Now, the summer term is way cheaper, but I will say that I don't regret going for a month, because oh my god, that was the best time of my life regardless. Again, I learned so much about myself, but at the same time, I know I would have flourished even more if I was there for even longer, and I mean, I want to go back. Did you fail any classes? No, I did not fail any classes. You crazy? When I was at FAU, because I did this through the FAU Study Abroad office, which Mariette actually used to work in. I went through FAU. I don't know what it was. Literally, the whole universe said, just look at London. I was like, okay, let me look at London. It was my major. It was multimedia studies. I was a multimedia journalism student at FAU before I transferred to a telecommunications student at UF. It was a multimedia studies course given in London, multimedia studies course, and a London City of Change course. So it was kind of like the history of London, how it's changed to this day. Couldn't have fit better. It couldn't have been more perfect. If that situation didn't just fall in your lap and you had to go looking for it, you had to work really hard for it, don't take no for an answer. If you want to study abroad, do it. If you have anything in you saying, you know, I really should, maybe I should go, I'm telling you, try your best and just do it. Just do it! Make your dreams come true! You won't regret it. Now again, don't be forgetful with your things. Try not to have anything stolen from you. Nothing was stolen from me, thank God. Some people got their shit stolen, so, you know, just be observant, be cautious, be safe. But learn about yourself. Journal, take pictures, take videos. I can link a couple of videos from my study abroad experience down below from my own personal channel. I loved it so much that I decided that I'm definitely going back. I'm gonna be that bitch. Study abroad changed me. Yeah. I hope this video isn't that long. Oh my god, last video was so long. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can't wait to start making videos with Maru. I'm gonna see her very soon. She's coming next weekend for Isa's birthday. It was so nice to be back, even though I get really nervous in the beginning. I will see you guys next week, and I love you so much. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Comment down below what you want to see next. Share it, and do not forget to subscribe. Then leave. Peace out.